Welcome back. Today we're going to discuss strength training, also known as resistance training. Now, it is a component of exercise which is largely misportrayed, and let me tell you, that's a huge shame. This misportrayal is another example of the absolute disconnect between what people perceive physical health and fitness to be and what physical health and fitness actually is. And my argument is, for the 90% of people on earth who are not athletes or even amateur athletes, how much strength, how much brute strength does one person need to acquire to be successful in life? So before we start to talk about the smart way to strength train, we really need to talk about the benefits, because this is what motivates me to do strength training, and it's what should motivate everybody. And those benefits are, number one, metabolism. Your metabolism, your basal metabolic rate rises when you do strength training. That means you sitting at a desk right now, not having done any strength training, your metabolism is idling like this. After doing strength training, your metabolism is idling like this. So you're burning more calories on a daily basis, you're metabolizing more waste from your body on a daily basis. Benefit number two, bone density. Everybody needs strong bones regardless of age. However, the proof is in the pudding. Now, in the gym world, you're seeing an increased number of the elderly population coming into the gym to get their strength training done, to get their bones nice and strong. And that is because there's been proven evidence time and time again about the benefits of strength training in relation to your bone density. Benefit number three, as we've already discussed with the myofascial release and the postural exercises, by doing strength training, or better known as resistance exercises, you're going to increase your stability, your balance, your joint positioning and posture. The biggest feedback I get after somebody does some resistance exercises with me is that they feel lighter. They feel as if their body is automatically holding them upright for longer. Life is not such a drag, they don't feel so bogged down. Okay, so back to strength training or resistance training the smart way. Let's start out by saying less is more. It doesn't take an hour of strength training 3 times a week to achieve the benefits that we just mentioned previously. As a matter of fact, 20 to maximum 30 minutes is more than enough a couple of times a week to keep you on the right page. This 20 to 30 minutes twice a week, of course, is with the exception of the initial learning curve. Like everything that you embark on in your life, whether it be a new career, a new relationship, a new job, a new skill, it's always going to be very demanding in the early days, the initial and sharp, steep learning curve, in which case you may have to apply yourself a lot more than 2 to 3 days a week, perhaps for longer periods each time, until you really grasp the concept, until you make the skill your own. So ultimately, we're talking about quality over quantity. And it's not hard to understand that when you're implementing something of quality, it's always a good idea, it's always highly beneficial to know a little bit of the theory, the education behind what you're actually doing. That's going to give you a lot more depth, a lot more insight. And when you have these two factors present, then again, the motivation on this side rises, the purpose rises. And there are only 3 theoretical aspects that I really like my clients to engage in and to understand properly. Number 1, know your 4 major muscle groups. Number 2, understanding progression and regression in exercise and acknowledging that the end goal is to use whole body movements that incorporate thoracic rotation through the movements so that you can obtain the best possible result. And the third aspect that I'd like all my clients to grasp, and to grasp very well, is acknowledging the posterior chain of the body, meaning the muscles of the back of the body from your head all the way down to your ankles, and acknowledging eccentric contractions. Thanks once again for tuning in. I really appreciate you listening. I do take a lot of pride and passion in presenting these wholesome messages of health and fitness to you amidst all the noise and commotion in the fitness industry, trying to break down those barriers and open up the world to healing and happiness. I'm Trainer Sebastian.